Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Kiramager spin-off, which is Yodonna, and I've got to say, oh boy. So let's jump straight into it. Now, if you're new to the channel, then why not hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop, and check out the merch that's in the store at the moment. But with that, let's talk about this entire series that they did. Oh boy, was it good. Now, I never watched Kiramager. I watched episode 00 and I was put off with it. I didn't enjoy it. I found like the Red Ranger really annoyed me, and I just didn't think that it was Super Sentai in my eyes. I think after watching some of the more serious ones, having this character, I didn't like. But I'm kind of really tempted to watch the entire series now, because mainly of Yodonna, because hot on, just hot on. A while ago, I saw that she was having a spin-off, and it kind of dropped off the radar. I didn't know anything about it until I found it, and I watched it, and I was like, okay, this one I'll kind of give a go, because it was completely different, and I'm so glad that I did. Oh boy, am I so glad that I watched this. What is this plot? What is it all about? So Yodonna gets destroyed in Kiramager, and obviously she's gone to kind of the limbo of the monsters, and therefore they get to choose if they go to the afterlife or if they get sent down to hell. Now she's in line waiting, and she's kind of figuring out a lot of stuff. Why was she betrayed by the main bad guy, etc, etc, and she overhears that this one of the monster in front of her has a device that can send them back to the normal world, but they have to attach onto onto someone and drain their life force. When their life force is drained, she becomes like real, thus therefore, you know, the other person's gone, which again is kind of really cool in my eyes, because it's a generally kind of cool thing that you see. You don't see it in most Sentais or anything like that, so I'm glad that they kind of did this, because it's something a bit different. Now, there is a time limit. You know, it's not an instant thing. It takes around about, I think, 6 hours or something like that for the life force to be transferred, for, you know, and then to have Yodonna come back. So she attaches herself to the girlfriend of the Red Ranger. Originally, she wants to drain the life force of the Red Ranger because of all the kind of pain, the kind of like the time she's been defeated. She thinks it'd be a suitable revenge for that to happen, but it doesn't work. And again, as I probably said, that she attaches onto the girlfriend of the Red Ranger. Misakuri, I hope I got that right. She is the main character for this one, and obviously she is the girlfriend, which I said, of the Red Ranger. But we also get kind of a subplot in this, and this is when Mitsukuri's brother is a police officer, and he is investigating a no, it's basically he's looking into a ring of mob bosses, or mob, where they steal the organs of people and sell it on the black market. And I was just like, what the actual hell? It's all about where this mob gang want to take and harvest the organs of people, and thus therefore sell them on the black market. We see at the very beginning where it's got this mob boss kind of meets another gang and stuff like that, and Jackie Chan's in this. Didn't realize Jackie Chan was in it. I was just like, what the hell? But he dies, which is really like, oh, like I would have loved it if I saw Jackie Chan be the head guy on this. I would have gone like, do you know what? That would be really, really cool. So there's a huge fight at the very beginning, and a lot of people die. Misakuri's brother has actually turned around and filmed this, and that's what the whole thing is. So at the very beginning, he bumps into Misakuri, and thus therefore they swap phones, and they don't realize it, and thus therefore the gang is going after them completely, and it's just a very different thing. Like, I wasn't expecting to see mob bosses, to be fair. Kind of near the beginning, Misakuri's brother gets kidnapped, and you know, Mitsukuri has to go and find them and actually try and save her brother. Kind of moving on, we see that Mitsukuri is able to kind of beat these bad guys because Yodonna is able to possess her body. So we kind of get the switch, and not switch and bait. We kind of get this switch. So at times we'll see Yodonna, but in theory, the minions and the bad guys, they see Mitsukuri. And that's it. That's all you see, or Misakuri. That's all you see. So it's kind of interesting that they did this kind of body kind of swap type thing. And Misakuri's like, I didn't know you could do that. You know, you're the voice in my head. And Yodonna's more like, well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you safe because you only have an X amount of time before, you know, you're gone. So I have to keep your body safe. If your body dies, I die. So therefore I'm going to use everything in my power to kind of save you. And that's mainly the whole premise of what this like spin-off is all about. So it gets to the point where Yodonna has actually betrayed Mitsukuri. She actually starts liking Mitsukuri like, quite a bit, and it's more like, hey, I want to be kind of protecting you. You're showing me all these emotions. But then obviously Mitsukuri finds out that, you know, Yodonna is kind of playing her and saying like, you know, you only want me for my body, you only want me for my life source, how dare you, rah, 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 all that kind of stuff that you would normally see. So I kind of feel like you see some of this sort of stuff, and Yodonna actually doesn't attack at times. She can't defend because she's depressed. She has basically found someone that she likes to spend time with and actually get on with quite well, and thus therefore she's betrayed. Now the big twist in this is I feel like the boss of Mitsukuri's brother actually is part of this like mob boss. Like he's a corrupt cop. And it's more like when Mitsukuri's brother turns around and goes, oh my god, I found out. You know, it's even seeing when Mitsukuri is more like, oh, you're the one who, you know, I thought you were meant to be a good guy, but obviously you're not, blah, 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 blah. And I kind of like it. I like the fact that he gets killed off because I'm more like, he's such a dick. I would hate the fact that he was still kind of in power. Very kind of near the end, you have Yodonna find out that the mob boss is working with one of the bad guys who is able to send people to like the heaven or hell type place, and he powers up this mob boss to the point where Yodonna has enough time to basically come into the real world, actually separate and actually defeat this mob boss. And I was like, okay, I like this. I would have liked the fact that Yodonna would have stayed around and actually said, like, you know, I'm going to be able to carry on. I'm not as powerful as what I used to be, so I had to sacrifice all that power. But we get some class A fights. And I kind of like at the very end where Yodonna gets sent back to the limbo. And she's like, okay, I'm here to take on my punishment. Like, you know, whatever's happened, I'm here for it. And the guy who basically says yay or nay is like, no, I literally was going to tell you, you were fine, you got betrayed. I'm going to send you this place. But you messed up, so, you know, can you go back? And they kind of tease for another one, but it's more about, oh, the love. Like, you know, she's not learnt about love. That's the last one. But you kind of think that Yodonna felt it from Mitsukuri and stuff like that. And with that, they then have I think one of the other rangers kind of like sneeze and go, what the hell? So they're talking about it. So I'm hoping that they kind of do something with that. I think that'd be kind of really cool to kind of bring it in. Kind of be like, this is the last time you'll ever see her, but, you know, we've gone out on another bang. So yeah, I think that's the kind of rundown. What are my final thoughts on this? I thought this was a lot of fun. I generally enjoyed everything about it. I felt like it was something that we've never seen before in Super Sentai movies, at least that I haven't anyway. And the fact is that you've got this whole thing where they're harvesting organs for some bizarre reason. Like, someone on the board, right, yeah, we're going to do that. That's the story we want to go with. I felt like this is a very interesting and fun thing. Like, I wasn't bored all the way through. I love the maid fighting. I thought that, again, was very weird because... But again, Japan likes this sort of stuff, so I'm okay with it. So them fighting in maid outfits and stuff like that showed how kick-ass these girls were. I really also like the kind of dance, because Mitsukuri turns around and says, like, okay, you know how to fight, but I know how to dance. And they start dancing a lot. And, you know, they're using the certain moves to kind of fight, to kind of counter everything going on. And I just loved it. This entire story was so easy to watch. It wasn't a, oh god, I'm so bored. I don't think there's any point I felt bored in it. So I was more happy with it. Now, I would love to see this happen with other Sentais. I feel like it would be a kind of really cool thing to go through. I feel like we'd enjoy it a lot more. And I feel like this is what we kind of need right now. And again, moving into something completely different, it's new territory. So I want to see more of this. I want to see a bit more fighting. I want to see something that's so dark that is completely different. Again, harvest or organ harvesting. Didn't think that would happen. But yeah, I kind of really enjoyed it. I felt like the story was solid. I felt like the characters were great. It made me want to go back and watch Kiramager from the beginning. So that's kind of a bit so I'm more than happy to do that and kind of see if that was any like kind of decent like story in that one. And Yodonna is one of my favorite Sentai bad guys. I think she is a great character and I really liked her. Also seeing Jackie Chan in this, Didn't expect that at all, so that was nice to see. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Have you seen the spin-off? What did you think about it? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and why not check out the merch that we have on the channel? There's links all in the description. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。